Shalom, shalom. Welcome to Supporting Yah's Cornerstone. My name is Heshra. In today's video, I want to take a moment to introduce myself and to give you a few facts about me and my life. Of course, as I said before, my Hebrew name is Heshra. I was given that name in the early or mid 2000s. It was given to me by my husband along with the help of a priest from Israel at the time. I decided to live the Hebrew Israelite lifestyle and serve Yahweh in 1998. At the time I made that decision, I was 23 years old. I am currently 48 years old. In 1998, I was a single mom at the time. I had one child. He was 7 years old at the time. In 1998, at the same time, I also met my husband, who was already living according to the Hebrew Israelite lifestyle, or he had started his journey, and also in serving the Creator. At the time, he had 2 children at that time. We both had become parents as teenagers. At that time, I was not a part of any religious organization. I did not study the Bible. I was living a regular secular life. At the time, I was working and going to college at the time and taking care of my son and just living a regular secular life. I was, in saying that, just wanted to be sure that it's understood that I definitely was not, living a righteous lifestyle according to the ways of the Creator. I just lived a regular secular life. Another fact about me is that I've homeschooled for over 20 years. Homeschooling became a part of our lives, I want to say in the early 2000s. And it was not something that we even realized that we would need to do. So it wasn't planned. So we didn't meet each other and say, oh, when we have more children, we want to homeschool. And it wasn't like that. The Creator blessed us to come into that knowledge that was something we were going to need to do. And so I started homeschooling after my oldest son finished the 3rd grade. If you would like more details concerning anything I just mentioned, most of the details of these things will be in my Get to Know Me videos, and there's a playlist for that. And I've tried to make sure when making those videos that they weren't too long, and so I thought that might be helpful. And also, of course, I compiled them in a playlist, so hopefully that's convenient and helpful too. And I go into detail about our decision to homeschool. I go into detail about my decision to live for the Creator, and I go into some detail about when I met my husband and all of that in those Get to Know Me videos. Since making the decision to live according to the laws of the Creator, making the decision was one thing, but it hasn't been an easy road. And I just want to make that understood. I'm not a perfect person, and I thank the Creator that I'm a better person today than I was years ago. And I thank the Creator for the truth and for His law and for His mercy and compassion in all of our lives. And so I'm very thankful that for this opportunity to live for the Creator and to know who I am and to have the opportunity to adjust my life and continue to adjust my character according to righteous values and according to the law. My hope is that, and when I look down, I'm just looking down at my notes, but my hope is that I make it through every challenge and that I continue to grow and to build my life and my character in a way that is pleasing to the Creator. It was my goal not to make this video too long. I'm very conscious of that sometimes, that I don't want to make videos too long sometimes to make it more convenient for you. But if you want more details, as I said before, about my life, about anything that I've said in today's video, you can watch my Get to Know Me videos. They're in a playlist, and I was very conscious of how long I made them. I felt that it was important for me to do those Get to Know Me videos for two reasons. Number one, I wanted it understood that how I lived before making my decision. I wanted sisters or any woman that will come watch any of these videos to understand you're not talking to somebody that was born, you're not listening to someone that was born and raised in the Hebrew Israelite lifestyle. And I would hope in that that's a testimony to the word of the Creator, that whatever your background, whatever decisions you made in the past, that when you didn't know the Creator, or even if you did and you erred, that you can come back from that and that you can change. You know, I was hoping that in sharing some of my past, that it would be a inspiration to someone and a testimony to the greatness of the word of Yah when we apply it to our lives. The word of Creator has definitely made me a better person, because it changes it changes your thinking, your actions. And when your thinking changes, of course your actions change. Of course that takes a lot of work, because a lot of times we're used to whatever we're used to. We're used to how we think, whatever ways we think. And then we're used to our actions, however we're used to act, however we are used to acting. That's what we're, used to, and it can be difficult to change. Can be a difficult thing. The second reason that I wanted to do the Get to Know Me videos is I felt like, because of the variety of things I would be speaking about, that I felt that it would be better also if I shared some things about myself, especially as it pertains to my past and as it pertains to my life now, so that any woman that would come and view the videos on the channel would know a little bit about me and where I was coming from, so to speak. Excuse me, because I don't always express myself well speaking, so excuse me for that. Hopefully I get better and better as I move along at that. But that was important to me. It's like somebody walking up to you and they start to speak about, especially when it comes to spiritual things, so to speak, and trying to give you tips and advice on things, and then you don't know who they are, or and I just thought that it would be also better if I shared that also more about myself through the Get to Know Me videos, that it would make people feel more comfortable, even if just a little bit, with when they look at the other videos on the channel. So it was a twofold thing. I never in a million years wanted people to think, oh, she was just born, living for Yah, and had this whole idea that was not true. And because I wanted, especially with people coming from various backgrounds and lifestyles, as I said before, to understand that despite whatever they've done, for whatever reasons, that the word of the Creator can change your life when you start to apply it. When you learn it and start to apply it. And that the Creator is merciful. And I think my life is a testament to that. Because before I accepted the word of Yah into my life, I was not the best person at all. And I made foolish decisions and choices that could have taken my life. But I thank Yah that that didn't happen, and that I had an opportunity to live and an opportunity to have the choice to change. I decided to, and this is just a little side note, I decided to do a collage in my living room. And I'm not a real picture art person, but I knew I wanted to do some photos or some type of portraits on our walls here. And so I decided on one particular wall to do a small or medium-sized collage. And a part of that, what I decided to do was to create in that collage the steps to our people returning to Yah. So I started with photos of some of our people as slaves. And so I have those photos on my wall now. I just have to complete the whole collage, but those photos are there. And my point in bringing this up is that when I look at those photos and I see those real photographs that were taken of our people as slaves, looking at them reminds me of a time when we didn't know who we were. And just speaking to those of us who were captives here in the United States. And when I look at them, they didn't know who they were. They did not know why what was happening to them was happening. They had no opportunity to serve the Creator or know His law, because in that moment, our people, Hebrew Israelites, were being we were living in the curses of the Creator without the opportunity, to know His word or to change at that point because of the decisions of our ancestors. And, it's just very humbling, to see those pictures. And, it also at the same time makes me very aware that the opportunity that I have been given, that all of us have been given, to know the Creator. When things happen to us, for those who have accepted the knowledge and who are aware, then we know why our people are going through certain things. We know why we deal with things like police brutality. We know why we deal with, not being treated fairly. We know why, and we know what the solutions are. The solutions are to get on. The main solution is to rebuild our relationship with the Creator and get on a righteous path. And we have the ability today to learn that and to know that and to basically apply that without a lot of problems. Now, it does come with some issues, but for the most part, we're able to make that decision, and a door has been opened for us to have the opportunity and to begin to follow that road, which is the opportunity that in chattel slavery our people did not have. And so we are living in some hard times, but also in a blessed time from that standpoint. So I want to thank you for watching this video, and if y'all's will, I hope to have more videos come out soon. I'm going to do my best. I'm still perfecting scheduling, and so I'm hoping to do just better and better at that. Thank you for watching, and for those of you who are getting ready, today is September 2nd, and I know my family will be observing atonement starting tonight up until tomorrow night. And so I know some of you will be doing atonement and the Feast of Weeks and Booths at different times, but I wish you a blessed blowing of the trumpet and Day of Atonement and Feast of Weeks and Booths to you and your families and your study groups. Shalom, shalom.